What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks, and we are back with another Am I the A-Hole? Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into it, let's jump into it. Alright, am I the A-Hole for refusing to pay to get his car fixed from my college fund? I'm a 22-year-old female, and this guy, 27-year-old male, Paul, have been going out on a few dates for 2 months. We met on Tinder. We really like each other, but haven't officially started dating yet, so I don't call him my boyfriend and vice versa. We still getting to know each other, and things we love versus things we hate. So for the past couple of weeks, he's been sending me pics of his car that has been sitting in the mechanic, his cousin's shop, for weeks. He went on and on about what needs fixing and made a long list and calculated the total, then sent it to me in a screenshot. I looked at it wondering what does have to do with me. He told me about his financial hardships at the moment and asked if I could help pay for his car to get fixed quickly. So he'll be able to take me on that road trip he promised. I felt uncomfortable because the money he was talking about was around $2.5K, and I don't have that kind of money on hand. He brought up my college fund and suggested I skip one semester so I could pay for the car. I was shocked he brought that up. I don't know. He knows how important college is for me, but he assured me he'll pay me back on time and that I only have to skip one semester, and that's it. I asked for time to think about it. After he kept calling, I decided to just give a polite no. He asked why, and I told him it's because my education is my priority and I can't handle skipping a semester, even if it's just one. He hung up, saying he needed time, and texted me saying that I did not show support after he made himself open and vulnerable, and that I chose money over him by refusing to lend it. And that he is struggling and I need, and that I didn't in need, and he didn't, and it didn't matter to him. I felt really guilty and I started calling him, but he texted me saying that he might respond when I make room for a compromise. Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay? This is pretty open and shut. No. Hell no. 0 out of 10. This guy gets a 7 out of 10. This man really expected this woman. This isn't even his girlfriend. He expected this woman to give him over $2,000 and y'all been dating for 2 months. Bro, well, who the hell do you think you are? I'm baffled this dude even fixed his mouth to ask you that. Like, that's your responsibility. Honey, leave this man. Leave this man. There is no future with him. Just leave. That's all I can say. Just leave. Avoid this trouble. Leave while it's still early and you ain't got that, your emotions aren't that invested. And this is one of the biggest red flags I've ever seen at the start of y'all aren't even in a relationship. Y'all just screw him. So, no, bounce. Next story. Am I the a-hole for not accepting dad dating my aunt after my mom died? My mom passed away last year, so now it's just me, 15, my sister, 19, brother, 14, and dad, 43. My parents got together when they were in school and have stayed together all their life. They were amazing parents and basically had the perfect love life because before mom got sick. I always wanted to find a love like them, just the one person I'll be with all my life. I was always really close with her and miss her so much. Dad said the same and promised her that he'd never love anyone else like he loved her. However, Dad came to us last week and talked to us saying he wanted to get with our aunt. She's been helping us since mom died. We've spent a lot of time with her and our cousins. Apparently, Dad and her fell in love now and want to be together. Obviously, I was furious and told him that he couldn't and that he was betraying mom. My brother agreed with me, but our sister thinks it's okay somehow and tried to get us to listen to Dad's betrayal. Dad promised mom that he wouldn't get with someone else. If it was someone new he found, then maybe I could forgive him. But it was mom's sister. Mom would never accept that. I would never date my sister's partner. It's disgusting. He's just betraying her in a horrible way. And like, what about our cousins? Are they gonna be our siblings now? Yeah, it's all so weird and wrong. Dad had tried to talk to me about it, but he won't really listen and thinks it's fine. If he really loved mom, he would never do this. I told him he's not my dad anymore if he cares more about sex than mom, and have just refused to talk to him anymore. I told him he's not my dad anymore if he cares more about sex than mom, and have just refused to talk to him anymore. I want nothing to do with him, and I don't care if it hurts him. He deserves it. I think it's disgusting what he's doing. I don't understand how he can just not care about mom anymore. She would hate this if she knew about it, but my sisters keep trying to tell me I'm being unfair and selfish and to give dad and aunt a chance at this. But he made mom a promise, and there's no way breaking it with her sister is right. Edit. Dad is allowed to date again, while I probably won't be super happy. I will let him date someone new, but dating mom's sister is wrong. This is interesting. You know, I didn't even read this whole story until just now. I read the title and was like, I gotta take this. I was like, I just gotta take it. I wanted to go into it blind for the video, and I'm glad I did. Okay. This one's kind of hard to give a score to OP here, because I fully understand where OP is coming from in one aspect, but in the other, I'm not with OP. Let's address the elephant in the room first. All right. Your dad is dating your aunt. You are related to this woman. And that's weird. That's weird. That's strange. And it's like, he don't think it's weird because he ain't related to her. But you and your siblings are. And just like you said, what? So our cousins are going to be our brothers and sisters now? Like, that's weird. That's some Alabamian. It's just a weird situation to be in, bro. I'm 1,000% with you not supporting this particular relationship. Like, bro. Yeah, bro, your ex-wife would never be like, yeah, date my sister. Okay, she would never. I just don't think she. I don't think she would. I don't think she would. Just for the sole fact that, like, yeah, this is like incesty, bro, a little bit. Because now, so what? Your kids are supposed to look at their aunt as their mom now. It's like you're supposed to change all the family dynamics we already had set in place. Like, that's strange. Okay. I get your aunt coming around to help out. And I understand why your dad fell for her. Okay. I will say that, because she probably looks similar to your mom. She probably acts similar to your mom. She probably gives him a feeling that your mother gave him. That's truthfully likely what it is. You know, he felt that feeling that he probably missed from her. That doesn't give him a pass, though. I'm sorry. It does not give him a pass. I understand it, but it's still not okay. He has to be considerate of how this would make his kids feel. This is freaking weird. This is strange. This is an odd situation, okay? No one would want to be in. So, no, I'm with you, guy. I'm with you. But on the flip side, your dad's got to move on at some point. He can't be unhappy the rest of his life. And you did kind of acknowledge, like, yeah, okay, he can date someone else. But, like, listen, the promise he made to your mom was, I will never love another woman like I loved you. Not that I will never love another woman again. He's only 43, man. He's very young still. He's gonna find someone else and move on. Like, whether it be your aunt or whoever else, he's gonna move on eventually, man. So that's something you're gonna have to deal with. I know you miss your mom. I get it, bro. I get it. I fully get it, bro. No one wants to go through that. That sucks, dude. To lose a parent at 15 sucks. And I feel for you, bro. So I support your dad moving on. I do not support your dad dating your aunt. So it's hard to give you an a-hole score here. I'm going to give you a 0, though. I'm going to hit you with a 0 because, dude, I fully get where you're coming from. This aunt thing is weird, and it sounds like you are open to him finding someone else. So I'm going to give you a 0 out of 10. I'm going to give your dad a 8 out of 10 because I'm not going to give him the full 10 because, like I said, I do empathize with him a little bit, and I do understand why he fell for his sister's or his wife's sister. but it's still effed up, and he's still putting his kids in the most awkward, uncomfortable position you can imagine. So I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give your aunt, I'm gonna give her the full 10, because I think your aunt was feeling your dad a long time ago. I think she looked at this as an opportunity to get close to him. I think she probably was feeling him the entire time your parents were together, bro. She probably was checking him out at family functions. She was probably extra friendly with him, and no one thought anything about it. This is just what I think, okay? This is just what I think. There is no way on this planet, if I had a brother, right, and he died, I'm not gonna go be with his wife, bro. It's like, that's just wrong, man. It's just wrong. And like, I don't know. Like, there's some people who would be like, you know what? I wouldn't mind them dating them, because you know, I just think it's wrong. I would not be with my brother's girl. It would still feel like betrayal to me. It would still feel wrong. And like I said, I'm uncle. How am I gonna be uncle and stepdad? That's strange. Like, I just wouldn't do it. It's weird. So she gets the full 10 from me. All right, last story. Am I the a-hole for bringing my baby to a child-free wedding? My cousin lives a 6-hour drive from me and the rest of our family. A few months ago, we all drove over there for his wedding. Due to the limited space, no children were invited to the wedding except the bride's young nieces and nephews. My baby was 10 months old at the time, and I wasn't comfortable leaving him alone in an unfamiliar place with a stranger, which was a babysitter that my cousins hired for their own kids. So I decided to bring him to the wedding. I wrote on the RSVP that I was bringing him and that he would be sitting on my lap and I would bring my own food for him. My cousin didn't say anything, so I assumed that he was okay with it. My baby cried at the ceremony, but I quickly took him out of the room. At the reception, I had him with me the whole time in the baby carrier. He didn't make much of a fuss, and I thought everything was okay. After the wedding, my aunt, groom's mom, confronted me and told me that I was rude for bringing my baby without permission. I explained that I wrote on the RSVP what I was planning to do, but my cousin didn't object. She said that my cousin and his bride had a problem with it, but the bride didn't want to start any drama because she didn't know me very well. My other cousin's baby was 7 months old at the time, and my aunt said that he had no problem leaving his baby with the certified babysitter, and I should have done the same thing. And some of my cousins were upset because they thought that the groom gave me special treatment by letting me bring my baby and making them leave their kids with a babysitter. I did not mean to start any drama, but am I the a-hole? Well, yes, you are. Okay. There was clear rules in place. No kids. And it was set up that the only kids that would be there are the niece and nephews of the bride. I am assuming that they are probably going to be the ring bearer and the flower girl. Okay, they're probably in the wedding. Why would you bring a 10-month-old to a wedding? 10 months? You bring them in the ceremony, and then, of course, the damn kid starts crying. So now you're throwing off the whole ceremony, which was probably part of the reason that they didn't want any freaking kids at the wedding. You took it upon yourself that, hey, I'm entitled. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think. I'm going to bring my baby and just take a dump on their day. So now they've had to go around all day answering questions as to why you were allowed to bring your kid and why others were not. Now they've had to go around being distracted from the biggest day of their lives to answer questions about you and your kid that weren't invited. So here's the deal. You didn't trust the babysitter they got. Okay, why not leave the kid in your hometown with your babysitter that you have? I'm sure you have a babysitter, someone that watches your kid while you're there, right? There's no way you can be with your kid 24/7, right? So I'm sure you have someone there you trust. Or where's the kid's father? You didn't say if y'all are together, if you had someone else with you. I don't know if this baby was your plus one or whatever, but come on, man. How entitled you gotta be to clearly break a rule? Like you totally disregarded everything they said and you decided to roll at your own drum. What, because you live 6 hours away, you think you get your own rules? They even had a babysitter on deck for y'all. All your other family left their kids. Why couldn't you leave yours? Oh, because you don't know them, you don't trust them. Your kid's that special. Okay, if your kid's that special, you should have got a babysitter or not come to the wedding. That too. Could have just not came to the wedding. I'm sure somebody made a video of the wedding that you can see. There's gonna be tons of pictures and videos online for you to see. So if you knew you couldn't accommodate to the rules, you should have just either not came or found your own arrangements. All right. So yes, you are the a-hole. All right. And I'm gonna give you a 6 because this is supposed to be the biggest day of their life, and they were bombarded likely about questions about you and your kid that they did not feel like answering. Guys, I am Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks. Interesting stories today. Guys, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Hit the bell so you do not miss a thing. Toss the social media is right there for you. And I will be back on Wednesday. Peace.
Oh, that's ISO? Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the